What's grilling, gang Gillians? It is I, Azillion Zulius. It's AZ here. And today we are talking about solo level. Hope I remember to edit that out. I probably will. What's good, gang? It's AZ here. And today we are talking about solo leveling. And I won't lie. I went into this anime kind of just how do I say it? An asshat. I'm not gonna lie, a total asshat. I was really thinking that this shit was overhyped. And based on episode 1, I still kind of think it is, but I watched the first 2 episodes, and based on the first 2 episodes, I do feel like it's going to go pretty fire, especially with the way he was cussing them out at the end. That's me. Oh, that was me, bro. I ain't going to lie. That is my motto. That is how I go through life, bro. I'm not going to lie, but we're going to get into this, and we're going to get into this phase by phase. First things first, the first thing that we see is, okay, so the power system isn't really explained, so I can't explain it to you. I'm not going to lie, but overall, here's the no spoiler review first. Jin is a nobody who is literally known for being the sorriest motherfucker to ever pick up a knife. And he is broke as shit because the knife he has is I really want to feel bad for you, but I just think this nigga's stupid, bro. Like, you can't tell me you can't just go get you a little side hustle or something. Like, unless there's no intermediate point between missions, why can't you just go work a little 20 hours at Mickey D's or something? Just a side hustle so you can get a better weapon, nigga. Because obviously, this mission shit ain't it, bro. You got to pay for your hospital bills and your mama's. That's not how a job's supposed to work, my nigga. This shit is crazy. Just go be a lawyer or something. You ain't built for this. So he can't get any money. But since his pops died, his sister's in school, and his mom is comatose, he needs to get money. And for some reason, this dumbass nigga has not realized that being a hunter is not the move for him. But to each his own. And so he ends up always fucking dying or like getting ends meet at the end of every mission. Like, he take home like an E rank crystal every mission, but he take home like 1 or 2, so that still like 100K in their universe, I guess. But I still feel like he's fucking retarded, because you could have just been a lawyer or something, G. It's not like being a hunter is the only job, and it's not like it's a cash grab, because this nigga is sorry. He's just now about to get powerful, and he's been doing this for like 5 years. How long has his dad been dead? Because so far, this nigga's not making any money as a hunter. Go join the association. Maybe you should be the nigga hiring hunters. Obviously, you ain't built like that, bro. And he really wasn't, because at the end of the show, I'm not going to say that. But, so basically, yeah, that's what happened with him. And he just seems incredibly stupid. And halfway through, while they're like explaining the power system, and they're like showing us people who actually are strong. Like, there's one dude who's basically a werewolf. He's small. Beastie used to lurk in the bush. We see him like growing fangs, growing claws, growing hair, and all that other shit. We see one dude who's like basically time skipping around. We see the most fodder group of people. I can't lie. So far, this anime is not impressing me, because these niggas right here, these animals. First off, those enemies are looking weak as shit. But these niggas look even sorrier, bro. Why do you got armor and a do-rag on? You do not look ready to fight. If I saw these niggas coming to protect my land, I'ma just pray to God. Because I'm 100% sure none of y'all are making it out alive. I'm 90% sure. I'll say I'm 100% sure 80% of y'all not making it out alive. This nigga's not getting nowhere. I don't give a fuck. You might be built, but you got a do-rag on, bro. You don't look ready for this. And your eyes not open. You look sleek. This nigga right here don't even have eyes. You background character ass nigga. You definitely dying. You look bland. You look like you don't exist. You probably dying too. Right now, I'm seeing nothing but the definition of fodder. Like, these motherfuckers were the personification of fodder. And we see Shorty that's a blonde-haired shinobi in essence. I ain't gonna lie. She did some shit that I ain't gonna lie. I was pissed at, but I thought was clean at the same time. But it didn't make sense to me simultaneously. So basically, these two motherfuckers on a moped.
Now, body flicker!
And they steal this chick's purse. And she does a flip over them, like while they're coming, grabs the purse.
The elegance of perfection.
But for some reason, these niggas crashed.
Elegance personified.
Like, I understand it was a surprise, But y'all niggas are just stupid to me too. But at the same time, I would have crashed the moped because she was bad. I ain't gonna lie. And I guess she was famous too. So it makes sense. But they was still dumb as shit. Like, bro, have some control over the wheel, my nigga. 10 and 2. Or I don't think mopeds use 10 and 2. What they use? Like 5 and 3? I don't know. But whatever fuck it is. But bottom line, bro, if you just want to be a hunter to be a hunter, just say that. But money is not why you a hunter, because you not making no money. If it wasn't for the B rank healer, his ass would be in the hospital. This nigga lost 3 limbs in the one episode that he was in the one mission we saw. He lost 3 limbs. His ass paying for his hospital bills and his mama's. Go stop, bro. His ass should not be a hunter. He just stupid to me. I ain't gonna lie, gang. His ass should have been a lawyer. His ass should have been working at Mickey D's. This look like the same universe, the same art style as the devil is a part-timer. That nigga's definitely like a general manager right now, because I remember the devil was going hard in his show. I loved that show, bro. There's no way his ass ain't make it up to at least fucking supervisor by now. No, he was already a supervisor or at least assistant, right? So his ass definitely manager, GM by now. I guarantee he might even be district manager for real. You don't even know how he gets shiesty. But yeah. And again, got notes because I'm retarded. But I'm also bad at taking notes. Oh, another thing. Tell me why she a B rank healer. He an E rank motherfucker. They friends. She gonna ask him to take her on a date. You know you making more money than big homie. You want him to take her on a date. How he gonna take her on a date? He can't even take out 2 E rank goblins, bro. He can't even buy a sword more, bro. This nigga can't even buy a sword that cuts E-rank. His sword don't even cut beer belly, bro. What make you think he got the money to take you out? That shit was selfish, bro. And I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I loved I love solo leveling. I ain't gonna lie. He was a real man. He was a real warrior. I mean, I don't know why I said like it was over, bro. That was only the first 2 episodes. But I did, so far, I like the show. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how this might sound, but I like the show. I loved Jin. I didn't like him at first because so far he was on some basic hero shit. He was on the most cheesy, I'm the number one, I'm the hero guy and I'm sad and all that shit. But at the end of the show, oh yeah, he woke the fuck up. But, so yeah, I guess that's no spoilers. I guess I accidentally spoiled it too because I revealed what happened in the middle of the mission. But now let's get into the actually what happened. So basically, like I said, bro is known as the weakest. He pulls up to like events, right? And the first thing that happens when he pulls up to events is people just be like, oh shit, it's Jin Woo weak ass. It's Woo. It's Woo. Bro, what the fuck? Hey, yo. Nope. Don't know how to fix that. Whatever. Okay. What was I? But so basically, they enter the dungeon, right? And so first off, it looked like your stereotypical dungeon, right? And they cooling. They in the dungeon and they finish it up decently well. But like I said, bro's knife is absolutely sorry as shit. So his knife breaks after he kills one goblin. I'm talking about he kills a goblin, he blocks an attack, tries to stab another goblin, he's done. And then that goblin ends up putting the gazanga in his ass because his ass gets shanked. And the B rank healer has to save him, which I'm also kind of confused about because if the B rank healers, no, I guess it makes sense because a B rank healer, she was a B rank healer and she still only could stop the bleeding and like stop the pain and shit. It's not like she didn't bring back any wound. She could just stop the pain. She basically was just a painkiller. And she solved the wound. She like, the wound wouldn't be bleeding or anything. Whatever they do to stop the bleeding. Saw straight from Gravity Falls. You can't tell me that ain't Grunkle Stanley. I believe that was Grunkle Stanley's notebook right there that's in your head. I saw it, nigga. I guess it's called concussing it. No, not concussing it. Whatever it is, that's like clotting the blood and all that. She did all that to make sure that she's not there. They're not bleeding none of that shit, right? That's what her job. That's what her healing does, which is some B rank shit. It sounds mid as fuck, but it is what it is. We saw one guy who also had like kind of fire, I guess. But so they end up doing the mission. They finish the mission, but they want more money because most of them really didn't get anything. And so they put it to a vote. And this dumbass motherfucker, the fucking guide. So far, I'm not going to lie, it is a bit of like, it started off looking just like a toned down Hunter x Hunter to me, but they fixed it towards the end. It gets gruesome enough. So I won't say it's like a soft serve. It's like a soft serve Hunter x Hunter, because that's what I was. That was the vibe I was getting in the first like 10 minutes. But by the end of the second episode, I was okay with that. Even so, it was still pretty gruesome in the first episode. I won't say it's soft serve, but it did. The Hunter thing is a bit of a Hunter x Hunter vibe. It's just that though. It's just that. It's nowhere near a knockoff Hunter x Hunter. Please get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. It's very much not like that. But I was literally just saying that the Hunter thing reminded me of that, because they kind of do the same job as hunters. But I don't think there's a hunter exam. I think you can just be a hunter. And then it's like, in that way, it's more like the One Punch Man universe, where anybody can be a hero, and the stronger you are, the higher up in the system you get. And I guess the higher you in the system you get, the literal more powerful you are. Like, it's not so that you train, like a C rank doesn't train to become a B rank, but a C rank powers up to a B rank, and they just get the powers of a B rank. Like, a C rank is just naturally weaker than a B rank. And when your rank goes up, your power goes up. You don't have to power up to go up a rank. You go up a rank and your power goes up. That's so fucking weird to me, but I like it at the same time. But it's okay. But so yeah, they end up like voting on it, and like they said, there's a hunter guy, the dude who has the final say, like they said. So they chose to put it to a vote, but at the end of the day, if this guy would have said no, there'd be about 30 people that's still fucking alive. But anyway, they put it to a vote. It's 6-6, and the last person to vote was Mr. Weak as fuck. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't understand how he got to vote. You killed one goblin. Your say is negative. You're a bitch. I would have smacked the fuck out of him for trying to vote. But it's alright, because he decided to go along with it. So that's probably why nobody smacked the shit out of him, because I would have smacked the shit out of him. Bitch, you do not get a save. You could have got some more bodies. You was just too weak. You got stabbed. You shouldn't even be here. And then he got cussed out by his girl, because his girl is like, bitch, didn't I just tell you I'm tired of healing you? Why did you choose to advance this mission? You over here trying to start with the DLC, and you ain't finished with the base game yet. You level 1 trying to fight a raid boss, and yes, it's going to get all 7 of us killed. And it did. Basically. But so they go into this new dungeon because they wanted extra bodies. And they ended up just being the bodies, because they get into this new dungeon that follows its own rules completely. Basically, instead of having to deal with beasts, you got an evil god. And this nigga is just sitting there like, so what y'all on? And first things first, he had these niggas admit, first off, that they were inferior to him. Because the first rule is revere him, I believe. And that just means do not raise your head and look at this nigga. You are not allowed to look at God. And every time somebody tried to advance or stand up in the presence of this nigga, oh boy, he hit them niggas with the Omega beams, the instantaneous joint. Nigga think he Barry Allen. Nope, now he just ashes. Turned this nigga to fucking Achilles heels and smithereens. That's it. But what happened? What was I gonna say next? What was I gonna say? But so yeah, they get in there, and so that already it kills about 4 or 5 people from that laser eye shit. And the next thing, this nigga checked out. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, I love it because of how it happened. They told this nigga, check out my Murder Man dance. After they all got on their knees and prayed to this nigga and said, I'm sorry for my sins type shit, this nigga got up, looked at them niggas and said, oh yeah, y'all admitted y'all cockroaches, right? Let me get to stomping then. And he gets up and just starts stepping on niggas. Check out my Murder Man dance style, bro. And one nigga thought if he prayed to him with all of his might, it would spare him. It did not. Bro turned into a splat. He turned into gum on bro's bare foot, because that nigga not wearing shoes. All you are is a splat on God's fucking toes. Now, that's sad. But the answer to that one was they had to go to the music motherfuckers and they had to go to musical people, like, instead of the statues. Basically, there were knights and there were angels. The angels had instruments, the knights had weapons. If you go to a knight, the knight's gonna fucking kill you. If you go to an angel, they're gonna play the music. And when all the music was played, the evil guy sat the fuck back down. And the next phase, the evil is one, the phase that I didn't completely comprehend, but they said something different from what I thought. So basically, they had this, like, circle going, right? It was this full circle, and there were like 5 or 6 of them, and the doors open. And the conclusion they came to was that as long as they looked at all of the statues and waited for the fire to burn out, the door would stay open and they'd all get to leave. The conclusion I came to was if these niggas just huddled up, like arm to arm type shit, they could have all been looking at the statues and still walked out the door at the same time. I didn't get that. Like, I feel like they could have just kept looking at the statues. Or, like, maybe one person did need to stay because it was like every time somebody left the inner circle, one of the fires would go out. But the door didn't close when the fires went out. The door didn't move when the fires went out. The door would just slowly adjust. I feel like if they'd have went out in groups and the last person just mad dashed it, they'd have been safe. But instead they kept shooting one by one and the door kept closing little by little. But you only need like 3 people to keep an eye on all the statues. So I feel like since it was 6 of them, they could have like buddy huddled and got out, like 3 and 3. I feel like they would have got out. But that might just be how I saw it because it was a timer. And they also assumed that if they all stayed until the timer went out, there was a chance the door would close and they'd all be stuck. That was why people started leaving one by one. But so basically, after the people start running out one by one, it's just left with these 3 motherfuckers. And that's what, bro, because I'm really trying, I don't understand. Is there something I was missing? Because whenever the fire went out, but the door didn't close. So I still feel like they could have just ran out as long as they kept an eye on the statues. Because the door wasn't coordinated to the fire, but the statues were like moving towards them. So they had to keep an eye on the statues. But why the fuck couldn't they just buddy back to back and walk out? I thought that was what they meant by have faith. Like, you know, have faith in each other. But by the end of it, they just choose to say fuck camaraderie. And they so it comes down to the B rank healer, it comes down to Jin, and it comes down to the hunter advisor. The hunter advisor is okay with dying. He wants to stay because he's old. He says they got 2 lives to live. But it comes back to bite him because the fucking B-rank healer legs go out because she spent too much energy saving this nigga Jin. And then, I don't know if this was just him wanting to survive or being an asshole, but he, with the quickness, took the main character up on his offer. The man, because Jin has got a fucking leg cut off, and the healer couldn't heal him. So his ass is like, ayo, advisor, take her and run. And this nigga knocks her out and runs with the quickness. Don't get me wrong, he did agree to sacrifice himself, so I feel like he would have been okay with staying, but the quickness he agreed to leave the main character still struck me wrong. And they took forever to kill this nigga. That shit made no sense to me neither, bro. Bro's durability was unmatched, bro. Please tell me why he's taking these 12 giant sword attacks and he's still alive. He should have been dead after the first one. He should have at least been unconscious after they knocked down, after they cut this whole shit off. They did him like this, and he was still monologuing. He's still thinking like, all y'all niggas bitches for leaving me here alone. And so he was like, bro, I swear to God, if I got the respawn, I'd do it all different. And I guess the evil God heard him, and that was what he meant by have faith. Because it was literally a continue button for the end screen, and it clicked yes. So I guess that's why he ends up looking completely different. He respawns. But overall, I like it, but it doesn't seem to have broken the mold of Stunny. It doesn't seem to have broken the mold of its genre so far. But that waits to be seen. Based on the first 2 episodes, 8.5 out of 10. Fucking fancy. See y'all. I forgot to mention, this dude did that Deku shit for 1 episode. I loved it. The 180, it was understandable. It was justified. That man said, what the fuck was I even talking about? If I had another chance, I'd be selfish. And I believe that, bro. Black and white is dead. The world is just a gray mess of self-preservation. You find out where you fit in, bro. Look at the bigger picture.